February 14th, 2000. Valentine's Day. 4 o'clock in the morning, Highway 18, Shelby, North Carolina. A terrible storm is raging. Rain, wind, temperatures in the low 40s. Two separate drivers are heading home through the storm when they see something impossible. A child, a little girl, walking alone on the side of the highway. In the middle of a storm. At 4 a.m., one driver slows down, turns around, and tries to help. But when they come back, the little girl runs into the woods, into the darkness, and she'll never be seen again. Her name was Asha Degree. She was 9 years old.
Asha Renee Degree, born in 1990, 9 years old, a fourth grader at Falston Elementary School. Shy, sweet, a good student. She lived with her parents, Harold and Aquila, and her older brother, O'Brien. They were a close family, church-going, protective. The kind of parents who always knew where their kids were. Asha loved basketball. She played on the local team. And on February the 13th, 2000, she had a game. Her team lost. Asha was upset about it, and she made some mistakes during the game. But her parents reassured her, it's just a game. There would be more. And after the game, the family went to a family member's house, then home. They got ready for the next day. Asha had school, and she had a book report due. That evening, a normal evening dinner, homework. Around 8 p.m., there's a power outage. The storm is rolling in. The power comes back on around 9 p.m. The kids get ready for bed. Asha and O'Brien share a bedroom. They each have their own bed. Around 9 p.m., Asha and O'Brien go to bed. Their parents check on them throughout the evening. Everything is normal. The storm continues outside. Midnight, Harold and Aquila check on the kids. Both are in their beds sleeping. 2:30 a.m., Harold gets up. Here's O'Brien in the bedroom. The boy has gotten up because of the storm. Harold walks him back to bed, tucks him in, and Harold sees both kids in their beds. Asha is there sleeping. Everything is fine, so he thinks. 6:30 a.m., it's time to wake up for school. Aquila goes to the kids' bedroom. O'Brien is in her bed, but Asha's bed is empty. Aquila and Harold search the house, the bathroom, the living room. Maybe she's hiding, playing a game, but Asha isn't there. And then they notice her coat is gone, her shoes, her book bag. They search outside, the yard, the neighborhood. Maybe she went to a friend's house, but at 6:30 in the morning? In the rain? Nothing makes sense. 6:40 a.m., Harold calls 911. His daughter is missing. Cleveland County Sheriff's Office responds immediately. They start searching the house, the neighborhood, talking to neighbors. No one saw anything. No one heard anything. How does a 9-year-old girl just vanish? Police examine Asha's room, her bed. It looks like she got up, made her bed, or at least tried to. Some took belongings and left. What's missing? Her book bag, some clothes, family photos, her basketball uniform. Why would she take family photos? The search intensifies. Police volunteers, search dogs. They comb through the neighborhood, check every house, every yard, every vehicle. They talk to her classmates, her teachers, her basketball coach. Was Asha upset about something? Did she mention running away? Everyone says the same thing. Asha was not the kind of kid who would run away. She was shy, afraid of the dark, afraid of dogs. And there's a storm outside. This is not a child who would walk out of her house in the middle of the night, alone, unless something made her leave or someone. 2 days after Asha vanishes, police get calls. Multiple witnesses from the night she disappeared. Two different drivers driving on Highway 18 around 4 a.m. on February the 14th, both seeing a small girl walking along the highway in the storm. The first driver sees her, thinks it's strange, but keeps driving. The second driver sees her, turns around and tries to help. But when they approach, Asha runs into the woods, away from the car, away from help. And she's never seen again. Police launch one of the largest searches in North Carolina history. Hundreds of volunteers, FBI, search and rescue teams, they focused on the area where Asha was last seen, the woods along Highway 18, about 1.5 miles from her home. 1.5 miles in the dark, in a storm. A 9-year-old girl walked that far? But why? Search dogs tried to track her scent. They picked up some traces, but the rain, well, it's washed away most of it. 3 days after Asha vanished, searchers find something in a shed behind an upholstery shop, about 1/4 mile from where she was last seen. Candy wrappers, a pencil, a marker, Mickey Mouse, hair bow, items that belonged to Asha. She was there in that shed, possibly hiding from the storm. But then what? Where did she go? The most likely theory was that someone picked her up from the highway. Someone she knew, or someone who convinced her to get into their vehicle. Police investigate everyone, family members, friends, neighbors. Harold and Aquila take polygraph tests. They pass. O'Brien is questioned. He's just a child himself. They talk to Asha's bus driver, her teachers, her basketball coach, anyone who had contact with her. They check every registered sex offender in the area, follow up on every lead, every tip, but nothing leads to Asha. Days become weeks, and weeks become months. No sign of Asha, no body, no evidence, just questions. Harold and Aquila never gave up. They kept searching, kept hoping, kept believing their daughter is out there. 1.5 years later, a discovery. August 2001, about 30 miles from where Asha disappeared. Construction crews are working along Highway 18. They find something buried, wrapped in plastic bags. Asha's backpack. Inside, some of Asha's belongings, her clothes, family photos, the items she took with her that night. The backpack is double wrapped in plastic and buried deliberately. Someone took the backpack, wrapped it carefully, drove 30 miles, and buried it. But why? 30 miles along the same highway where Asha was walking. Was she in a vehicle, being taken somewhere? The discovery changes everything. Now, police know someone took Asha. Someone had her backpack. Someone buried it to hide evidence. They test the backpack, the plastic, looking for DNA, fingerprints, anything, any kind of trace evidence that could lead to a suspect, but they don't release anything they find. The case remains open. 20 years go by. Asha would be 15, then 20, then 25, and then 30. Birthdays pass, holidays, graduations, she never attends. A life stolen. What would Asha look like now? Is she alive somewhere? Harold and Aquila, they never move from their home. Because what if Asha finds her way back? What if she comes home? The 16th anniversary of Asha's disappearance. FBI holds a press conference. They release new information, photos of items found in that shed where Asha stopped, including something interesting. A New Kids on the Block concert t-shirt from 1990. It doesn't belong to Asha, so whose is it? And a children's book by Dr. Seuss, also not owned by Asha's family. Police believe these items could be key. Someone gave Asha that t-shirt. Someone had that book, but who? The FBI puts up billboards, offers a $25,000 reward. They re-interview witnesses, look at the case with fresh eyes. The FBI and SBI execute a search warrant at a property in Shelby. They dig, they excavate, looking for what? They don't say what they're looking for. They don't say what they found. But it's significant. After 21 years, they're still actively investigating. More search warrants, more locations. Police say they have suspects, people of interest, but no arrest. Someone out there knows what happened to Asha Degree. Someone knows why a 9-year-old girl walked out of her house at 3 a.m. into a storm and then just vanished. Asha would be 34 years old today. She would be an adult, maybe with a family of her own. But instead, she's been frozen in time, forever 9. Her parents still live in the same house, waiting, hoping that someday they'll get answers. If you know anything about this case, or if you recognize that New Kids on the Block t-shirt, reach out to authorities. If you know why a child would leave her home in a storm, call the FBI. There's a $25,000 reward. You can leave your comments below. If you like this case, you can subscribe to Murder and Coffee. Be sure to hit that bell for notifications and share this video. What do you think happened to Asha? Why did she leave her house? Leave your theories in the comments. I'm Matt Cochran, and this is Murder and Coffee.